understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices. After this be the manual, this be the pin way, you know, you could take open way or SIM card, and it gets in USB too. So they come with 2 cores, you understand me? And you know, they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people, when you fall, your screen will crack. And this one you go keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you and you understand me, I know how you will love this phone and support. That's my beautiful baby. Hot Wave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. I know you guys are gonna love it. My way, I go use my one. I go find SIM card. Thank you. Love you. Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day to use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste. Hi, my name is Sammy Flex and I have some good news. Well, so one of such days is here again for us to do our show. That is Showbiz Daily. And remember, Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. Hope everyone is okay. Midweek action here on the show. And when we take our seats like this, the business is one. We have to make sure we are educating the people. We have to make sure we are entertaining the people. And again, we have to make sure we are informing them for them to know that this is what we are supposed to do. So ladies and gentlemen, you guys are welcome. Tell one other person that Sammy Flex and his gang, they are active, fully active. Medical says fully active. Yeah, so we are here. Thanks for joining us. Let me say thanks to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digos, Desert, Sammy Tuga, and Gerald, as we come together with one energy to do this. In the studio, Roland Amate is also here in his Ghana jersey. In Team Dode Solomon, Chemo is also here. And of course, Bright Ashkat will be joining us as the late Ashkat. Yeah, he'll be joining us as the late Ashkat. And very soon you guys will see him here as well. But feel free, join with your comments. You can also share, like, subscribe to us if you've not done that. And let's do this as we do it every day. Now, because we are all men seated here, there is a story I want us to start with coming from Sista. But earlier, we did a story on View Once about some ladies who are showing things on the net.
Yeah.
And as I talk to you, I hear one of our favorites, aka Queen Nadia TV.
Nadia.
She has lost her page. Someone said, "Oh, Chukers have succeeded."
Yeah.
But who sent them?
Oh, who sent them?
Chemo, what is happening? What is happening? Why is it like this?
Well, I mean, in this world that we are in, we have people like that. You see, when we did that content, I was telling you that everybody says it's bad, but she has 3 million followers. So where are they from? You see, people love to criticize or say things openly that they don't like. But before you know, now or more enjoy. There's a song, a popular song in Ghana called Moses.
Okay.
That song was this guy's song.
A.B. Clinton.
The late, I think he's dead now, right?
No.
A.B. Yeah, A.B.
I don't know.
Okay, it was composed by A.B. Clinton.
Okay.
Yes, that song, when you are listening, just few minutes, the beginning before even you start the song, you will hear the man saying that Omo de baba betsa owia wa yaw me.
Oh, that is the caveat.
Yes. Moses mawabanedo
Fabuma mo kwanem.
Before the nyum starts, you will hear the man saying that Omo de nyum no baba betsa omu wia oma yaw me. Meaning you are going to use my song to dance. You love the song.
Okay.
But after that, you will still insult me. And that Moses song, I mean, it has connoted
some suggestive meanings in there. Yeah.
So people will say or a penny bunny, but still they will listen to the song, knowing that. And I think that's the same thing happening to our own Queen Nadia. People are enjoying her, but everybody is condemning her in public, because when they are watching, they think nobody is watching them. But he asked the proverb will say ubu kotokwasia
na me hwe to time audio onsa ahye bonu oto ehwe Yakobon hwe ho sei
minimum how obe sa proverb obe ka in English. And how can in English cry
you are doing the quarter foolishness. God is watching your buttocks.
That kind of buttocks, your anus.
Your anus.
God will watch your anus.
But
Chemo, she's revived. I hear she started another page though.
Obia onim de oye. Obia owo me didi pass owo advices. Ewo actually there. They will find a way to beat the system. Okay. I mean, what she has done, Cratcher said she has something. The way that she was able to do it to the point that she had 3 million followers. She has something, and no matter what, they will try to beat the system. So I'm not surprised. She's back. She's back. For those who are followers or who are lovers but still will condemn her, she's back. Okay. There's a new page for her, and it is still Queen Nadia, but I think there's an addition. I just forgot the new name, but even the new one, it is not up to 1 day or something, but 10K.
I see.
So far, yeah.
The new one has 10K followers.
So far, 10K followers, and there's a content that she has written. The caption for the content is, "I'm not changing the content." Not changing the content. That's the caption.
What is the future of this gang? Because we saw some kind of rise of these people. You even told me you also spotted someone like
different types.
What would be the future for them, knowing what is happening?
Well, just like any other social media sensation, its lifespan is dependent on the creator. You know, when it starts like this, obviously trust people to jump on it. Even on TikTok, there is the silhouette version of it. Then there are other versions of it where people even come on live to do whatever they want to do. They almost like a come on. All those ones are also there.
I see.
The system was built by human beings.
Okay.
And it is being operated or used by human beings. So regardless of whatever stringent measures you would want to put in place, there are some people who always want to beat the system. Natural. No matter the system you want to put in place to check whoever, you will still find people who would want to do things to beat the system. And then they will honor. Intina yen ka ba ko na ye ka chest tape no. O here dey ya ye be ka chest. Ye be system no. You understand? So that is what it is. But there are some people who start like this, and when they get the following, they modify it into a different direction. To some people, it is the numbers. It is them getting their attention first. And now when they have your attention, then they can give you what they want to give you. Yeah. In some situations, it goes well for them. They tend to get majority of their following to follow their new path. Others also lose because that is not what the followers also came like that is not what brought them to your page anyways. So you may lose.
They came purposefully.
Exactly.
So if they don't find that purpose there,
it is a very risky. It is a very risky business. It is a very risky business for Queen Nadia. I think when I also chanced on it and I decided to do a little bit of background search, I realized that she even had some skit content on her page.
Yeah.
Aside,
she does skit
yes.
Dance and do
Aside
skits.
those things, she had dancing videos and also skit videos. Yes. Ding na moahe.
Or flashing back.
Or flashing back there. Hey, 2 minutes. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Or did you try it 2 seconds? It'll be
and
fun.
to try other means are failing.
I'm
That is the beautiful thing about failure. No, Chebo, that is the beautiful thing about failure. Anytime you fail, you get to know one means that does not work.
Yes.
Or you get to know one way that does not work. So now she won't go and spend or waste time doing skit again.
No.
But you see, I also understand the people who are against some of these things. And you will definitely find some people go the other side. Normal. You see, that is social media for you. If you are scared that these people or these kind of people may influence maybe your kids or some of your people that you don't want them to follow, I also believe that we also now owe ourselves that responsibility to also teach for like the people that we don't want them to be influenced by these people ourselves.
Okay.
Because you have kids and you don't want them to follow these people.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you cannot ban them from social media. What your responsibility is or should be is to also give them a certain direction. If not, the moment they ignorantly or sometimes mistakenly chance on some of these things, these are some of the things that they will tell you, oh yeah, they will go viral. And to the person learning, it is about going viral.
Okay.
It is unknown if or your first time user or your early user, and after you introducing you to this platform, now who said we not to say, oh, when you say, oh yeah, a bit more viral. Forget any other positive thing that you would want to tell the person. But if oya kwalano who introducing you to social media, wo share na say no, o mani who say okay, social media no, enye ye ho nko an ye enye ye to nko an ye sheki, enye asan nko an ye ya. You can also give the child a certain
General
direction. Yes, in social media.
Exactly.
Ebetimi aboa no in that direction. Ti ochina bi no, or even with the quest ne kan okotu we mu mpo a onim say okay, we muso can other ones ne ho. But me nso me ye me de na, I can still achieve whatever these people are achieving. It's just like even with this platform. Yes, there are certain conversations that we will treat on this platform that some people will never do. Like almost so and to them it is a different direction. Why? Because you catch almost say the attempt and just like TikTok. Go on TikTok, and to some people, TikTok, the same way some people feel about X, which is Twitter, it is the same way some people feel about TikTok. Say TikTok there, and my son see so TikTok, and Tessa, that is the mentality some people have. But I can also tell you that most of the things that I even know about AI, the more of the inspiration started from TikTok. Most of the things that I've been learning or I know about AI, artificial intelligence, the inspiration now started with TikTok.
I see.
If I want any information, any quick search, I TikTok now make first before I go onto any other search engine now. Because I get the results from there. Because most of these things also, but Obisubeka say, "Oh, TikTok, do you know Sexy Bider? Do you know AK-47? Yes, so see usua. Yes, yes, so see usua. Allegation. Yeah, yes, so see usua. So for me, it is social media, and like I always tell people, it is like a knife. You can use it to cook. You can use it for other things as well. It is or no, it is also be used for other things. Well, pray the people that you don't want them to influence and don't fall victim to some of these things. It also in your own direction.
Well, so we still wish them well. They should find ways to survive, as much as they are not going to commit murder for them to go live in jail. They should find ways to survive. But to those who are choking, we have not sent you guys.
Yeah.
We have not sent you guys to go and choke anybody. They have found work. They are working. In fact, they are working really hard. Do you think you can create that content? Try it and see.
In fact, one of her captions was that I'm not lazy. I'm working really hard for my
no, that is hard work. Go and try it and see if you can do it. I know some people who wake up and when they see us sitting here talking comfortably, smoothly like that, they think it is easier to do. So you see them that we are also going to do it. They start 1, 2, 3 and you don't hear from them or you don't see them again.
A few moments.
Do you know what it means? What it means is that even what you think, they are just sitting there talking, it is not just. It comes with dedication, hard work, putting in some resources and more before you be able to do it, for someone to be attracted to it, that when it is 8 p.m. the person remember that, I have to go on to Sammy Flex TV. It is no joke. Think about it. So to those who have the moral marking scheme there, minim semba market is our ladies no 0 0 0 0 number more 0. But then when we put that aside and we move on to the next stage of life, you realize that life is not just about moral grounds or not only. So now let's go to another lady who has been in the conversation, like I mentioned earlier, Sista. The last time I met her was in Kumasi when Amrado had his show. Sista Afia also came there to support him, and I think after the show we met in the hotel that we lodged. Sista Afia has really done well for herself as much as the music industry is concerned. She came to also meet a very stiff competition. It wasn't easy. Thanks to Shatta, Wale got her first major break, that is JJ. And after that, she has been surviving one way or the other. Today, when you check on the timeline of Sista Afia, she has put out something that calls for a conversation. She's put out something that means that maybe you and I as men, we need to sit down, read what she's written, and reflect on what she's saying. Maybe there are some points in there that you and I, we need to absorb. So in today's edition of Showbiz Daily, as one of our topics and as men in this studio, we're going to read what Sista Afia said. And I'll come back to my people. We have a way to do this conversation for you to also share an opinion or two. Director, you can take the Showbiz Daily off the screen so that I can comfortably see all the letters on it. Good. Now it says, I get this question asked most times. Why are most men afraid to approach female celebrities for a relationship? Sista Afia is asking, say, Adena female celebrities no. Ayana and mema bebre no musro se mba kwasi omope. That is what she's saying. Say bia wa shia wendi she. Hepsi apepe ho.
Apepe.
E bi kro no kwan da oni obia. Nanso ugina she gang car no keke. No akata the sister Wendy. What's up? Me feel you. Yen nin komo yen shia yen ko lunch yen ko dinner. Yen ko Dubai. Yen ko Greece. Yen ko chile no. Usro uyam shisho. E bi pass our cash. Now she says my 3 cents on it. What are the 3 cents? Let's read to understand. She says, when it comes to love and marriage, many men quietly admire female celebrities from a distance, but never dare to step closer. Not because they don't feel anything, but because they feel too much fear, intimidation, doubt, and pressure. Yes, the glamour is attractive. The talent is magnetic.
Very.
The spotlight is bright. But behind that shine lies a reality many men don't know how to approach or are afraid to face.
Wow.
For many, the hesitation begins with lifestyle. A musician's life is demanding. Is demanding late nights, rehearsals, tours, studio sessions, and constant travel. It can feel overwhelming for someone who values routine or stability. Loving a celebrity means understanding that time is often shared with a career, an audience, and a calling. Then comes public life.
Public.
Every move is watched. Every mistake is amplified.
Very much.
Every relationship becomes a topic for discussion.
Ampa.
Not every man is prepared to love loudly in a world that constantly whispers, judges, and speculates. There is also the question of financial dynamics. Fame doesn't always equal financial stability.
There be that.
Income rise and fall, and success can be seasonal.
Very, very.
For some men, this uncertainty creates pressure, especially in cultures where men feel expected to always have, director, continue, to always have it all figured out. But beyond all these practical concerns, the real issue is often fear of not being enough, fear of comparison, fear of public scrutiny, fear of standing beside a woman who shines so brightly. Yet here is the truth many forget. Behind the fame is still a human being. Someone who wants genuine love. Someone who craves safety, loyalty, and emotional protection. Someone who wants a partner and not a fan. Not a manager. Not a competitor. Dear men, please don't overthink our celebrity status. Don't shrink yourself even before trying. Show us real love, pure love. Stand with us. Protect us emotionally. When challenges come, and they will stand behind us and safeguard us. We don't need perfection. We need presence. We don't need intimidation. We need courage. Don't be scared of us. Oh, tom. Sister Afia and Abodare. Hey! Wow! Sister Afia's message is clear.
Very, very clear. Very, very clear.
What she's saying is that look at her, like this is the Afia's body. That time you were showing some video, we let it play.
Body, yeah, talk.
Sister Afia, when you see her, oh my God. Like physically, I'm not talking about video and photos. Physically, when you see Sister Afia,
Dana is share, I don't know.
She's fully endowed. Like everywhere. From lips to toes. Everywhere. The thing too, I suspect, might be a camel toe. Everywhere. So she's saying that, how can you see a beautiful figure like this, a shining star like this, and yet you are feeling intimidated to come forward to say, Sister Afia, I feel you. Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock.
Why? What is happening to you guys?
What is happening?
She says, gather courage. Don't be scared about the money, the lifestyle, the late night tours and all that. He said, gather courage because they also need men. They need people to love them. They need people to show up for them. They need people to stand behind them like Israelites stood behind his wife.
Mighty power.
That is Louis Alai. That is what Sister Afia is saying. So what is happening? Why are we not doing that?
Why?
And today, as men, when we sat down, we decided to read over this, think about it, and again to see how best we will be able to find solutions for someone like Sister Afia and her life. Ladies and gentlemen, are we understanding her now, or do we understand her now?
Of course.
If we do, then we can continue with the conversation. Meanwhile, Bright Ashkat, the birthday boy, just joined us. Bright, welcome.
Thank you, brother.
How is the birthday going though?
Oh, everything they on.
Everything they on.
We be to turn up.
Why a partner we?
Turn
your mic up a little bit. Like that.
Personal.
Party personal.
Personal team.
You're born in them.
Party is a personal.
You're born in them.
Oh,
what's you be behind
yeah, car party as a personal. What is
one man
personal
party? One man party.
Personal interest. Me nkwana me bet me
yeah. One man party. Orgy.
Mama man for semantics.
Orgy. That be obia for semantics.
Some of us you near break too much for someone to.
No kodi no as a party.
Well, whichever way, we still day. So today happens to be the birthday of Bright Ashkat. Bright, happy birthday to you. And more glory. I hear you are the manager of DJ Ajwa.
Yeah, DJ Ajwa.
And then my communal crowd will ship me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Corona we shame. So you know na every man in Saka account no.
Say on
Obi episode show love. Also senyana bam Saka.
Wicked managers, they say ya no mutio.
Well, it's okay. Right, welcome once again. Yes, earlier, so we're talking about Sister Afia's letter and the fact that she's saying as female celebrities, they also need love. Men should be bold to come forward to propose to them because they want people to stand behind them, by them, in front of them, inside them, and everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Ro, start this for me.
Say chemo na mkaje sem paste Afia number. Yes. Mekache chemo sem paste Afia number.
After this post.
Yes. No, not after this.
Yeah.
Even before this post.
Even before this post, na menya feeling. But post we be boss na. A man motivation say okay. Because you see, most of the time, some of these female celebrities, like she said, there's this notion of because of how well they are exposed, you know. You will know, so okay, the people that usually come their way, and they are very easy for them to find suitors because day in day out, especially if the person is as beautiful as Sista Afia,
okay,
be rest assured, say, his suitors here be brave.
Okay.
And however, some of the challenges now while lining up, it is true. It is true. It is true, but that is not the full conversation. You see, they say it takes two to tango. She has said the one from the other side.
Okay.
How about the ones from the female celebrity side? Because whatever she said, it is not only peculiar to the female celebrities, but the male as well. I can also tell you, or if you are also to call these male celebrities, perhaps it is because they don't talk. And also they will tell you how difficult it is for them to also find love. Because the whole contest lies on finding love. You understand? The whole contest is on finding love. And genuine love for that matter.
Okay.
And if that is the case, they can tell you how difficult it is for them to also find love. Maybe you may think, say, okay, they have options. But forgetting that, you also do have options. Because me assure say, of course, Sista Afia DMCCA. The ones amount for almost say 100, say okay, messages 100, almost send a pen kwa bitime 50. But unfortunately,
nipa be 50.
Oh, ebe ina chemo ka ebe boka.
Omu nyina person.
Obia patafle. Obia patafle.
Abozigi.
Of course.
Obia person kusan.
Yes. But unfortunately, she is also not looking their way. Why? Because also wo bema bia open.
I see.
And as much as she is talking about, yes, some men being intimidated by their status, being intimidated by their nature of work and all of that, it is true. But there are also situations whereby, because of their status and their nature of work, they also have certain criteria on the type of man they also want to roll with. And also, because I can tell Sista Afia, say me ka say me persist Afia sisi on payment.
I didn't, yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling saying it tastes different.
Massa.
The kind of man that she's
looking for.
Roland and qualified.
Onipa is your partner. Why are you taking yourself out of it? Like why are you not giving yourself confidence? The lady is looking for partnership.
So Obia can no bank onye.
Sista Afia pe.
O si Obia mpom be pe na how
wine.
They open onyaye.
What are people saying?
They bio, the Sista Afia.
What the lady wrote to man.
You see, asama American. I am using myself.
So wait, what she's saying is that as much as enya kwase bia na pen the people who are right are not coming forward. That is what she's saying.
Okay, when I used myself as an example, I'm sure say Hannah Bright Sky and say me need confidence. It is not about me not having confidence, but you see, I can tell you that say there are people like me I want a DM. You see me, the nature of her job, I understand. Because I am in it. I know how demanding it can be. I know the pros and cons. I tell people that it is not enough knowing what somebody does. But it has everything to do with you understanding. I know Sammy Flex is a broadcaster. But do I understand say his job can take him away for 1 month? His job can take him away for 2 weeks. His job can be so demanding that sometimes even a week na me hun wo fie. Do I understand that? If the person understands you to that level, the person wouldn't be intimidated by what you do, and the person will be able to come forward and maybe or bet many why baby. But unfortunately, you are also looking for a different type of person. And yeah, there may be an open. Do you know the number of men that are very confident that are in her DM? But don't fear more. Why? Because me sure say even by the look of their profile picture, cry disqualification.
I know, right?
How much more? And like she said, because of the public conversation, every move is being watched, everything is scrutinized, everything is being criticized. No, they also tend to shell themselves in a certain shell, which makes these suitors find difficult to also come to them.
I see.
Because at the end of the day, obi an a pesa open love. No, I understand. But there are some people that will also want to approach you, but you also don't look their way.
Okay.
So it gets to a point where someone say, as I no, we raise the bar so higher or they are disqualified you be That is when sometimes you see them make such comments. After no more, okay, they are not coming our way, they don't come out. It is not about them not coming your way. And if you want to say, okay, I am looking for the right person, the question I'll ask you is, who is the right person? Why na waba? Why na chere me obia or call wari obia no ni obi kwatwe mpena ohu won mama so say ya chro Mr. Right e won mama so da. Nobody. You would have to go through that circle of sometimes meeting the people that may not work with you to meet the people that would work at a certain time.
Okay.
Even the one that we say are the right people, we've seen one that started as right and in the middle na jiegu. Try to. So all these things are things that they also consider, which is why sometimes it is difficult for them to find suitors. Because of okay, maybe what TBM to say, how will people judge? Because at the end of the day, unfortunately, they are also living their lives for people. They are also living their life for society. There are some that have rejected societal, your friend is saying, mindset and scrutiny to live their life. There are celebrities who are living their life regardless of whatever society thinks of what they do, especially when it comes to relationship and marriage. And they are living. Are they not living? There are some people who may not have the heart. Obi ko kan boy asem ki tuwe bi pe na wenya depression. Obi ko kan boy asem ki tuwe bi pe ni kunu asem ki tuwe bi pe na the mental health control. With such a person, it will be difficult, especially if the person is a female celebrity, to find. It is not so surprising. And I'm saying, your friend is saying, Tiwa Savage. There is an interview some time ago. She said, "Oh no, she left her baby daddy because her baby daddy cheated on her, according to her. But today, she is open to even be a second wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
She is open to be a second wife. But Intibisa say, you being open to be a second wife. No? Nipa na opesa oye a second wife. Nipa no worry. Say or no better plan no
fact.
Is that not cheating in your own definition?
Yeah.
If that is it, then what are you fighting for? What are you fighting against? You understand? But say the same point. That is it. So for Sister Afia there, whatever challenges that she listed as part of it being the reason why sometimes they find it difficult to get suitors. It is true. There are some men who also don't like public celebrity love, because they know say Charlie Okofa asumesi ochina oba oni dimbiomu.
Yeah.
Oh, Sister Afia's boyfriend. Oh, Sister Afia's ex-boyfriend. Sister Afia's one why. It happened to us about the Zara man. Until at a point he decided to fight find something like to fight to make his name known. So now they don't refer him to any other person again, but they refer him to his name. And you'll be a command to go through that struggle. So they will prefer to sit somewhere. That is it. But a bit more honoma, they also desire to be with the likes of Sister Afia. Me say Dana e kwa amrado. Sister Afia jina me share Sister Afia. Pon say Saturday on amrado so called merry go round be we boy share jiri just risi ano awoso.
See ano apeti.
See ano apeti. Eh, me share the exam Sister Afia. Sister Afia. I say baby.
Well, so Chemo's point can now come through.
Well, I mean, she got it wrong from the question. That's so it makes it.
Which question are you talking about?
The question that she was attempting to answer. She said that people are asking her why men are afraid to approach them. It's a wrong question. It's not like men are afraid to approach them. Most men are logical humans in a way that they know their level and what they think they can take. You see, sometimes some people will label you like she says, don't be afraid to approach or afraid the only level and not say.
Okay.
And if you're a man and you don't know that thing, you work for women or you work for somebody to chop your money for the rest of your life. And into a taxi drivers be any nurses be nyasem. Well, who level?
I'm about sure, Musa.
Taxi driver now will be nursing school. Ebe pass show. Oh yeah, there be pass show. The only time I am pass show is that you will not be the taxi driver at the time the ocean and nursing baby. At least you have to be a car owner.
A car owner and a car back.
You have to have cars.
I saw your car, you know, not about watching and just a pass show.
So a taxi driver or a trot driver or whoever approach a year Sister Afia onimse or kosenisika. Onimse or future with Sister Afia. And to uncle approach here also he is afraid. No, he is trying to be logical here because there are levels to it.
Okay.
In fact, who Sister Afia who approaches such a person, Krana, or be finding it strange. Say I'm not at that level. The only time I'll be accept here from the beginning, or no him say or at an advantage. Oh na one.
Yeah.
Or Drew level be I know the pa. Now that person will decide whether you deserve it or not. And nothing a may be to assure me maybe or my because at the time I was on and now in the level. Ocean no be drew baby I was on the level. The same thing a man the young man.
I know my level.
The young man. The Sister Afia, it's a wrong question. The right question would have been her standard. Ese nenko no de the standard no tuja. Na what say a member or more be qualify within it and approaching. They were. There are men who knows that okay, I think I'm at that level, I can approach her, and they were. Now the problem will be will Sister Afia accept them when they are the one assessing say we qualify. And no, another case. And nothing like we are saying. Say what they say what sending the DMs say ya obi okra odin ever disqualify o location ever disqualify yeah or the din way. I have watched a video that the lady was saying say your friend will say or open me in date your friend will say I also the ametakwe Mrs. Ametakwe. Can you imagine?
On person your friend Mrs. Ametakwe.
For the who and
the no, they are disqualified. Now we say after the member.
But I say Chemo Akwan is a mistake.
Okay, mistake.
This is our kind of friend Ahmed. What's your name?
Ahmed White.
Ahmed.
So the point I'm pointing out here is the kind of criteria or the kind of standard that most of the ladies just give themselves or set for themselves is the issue here. It's not about men being afraid of them. No, not at all. Because omukra omu nuru sa standard no. E ti say ti omu no. Omu nya ombedi o. O de mo ombedi o. But onim say enye ne dia. Akobi, I watched a video and the guy was saying say two people they are in constant fear. Eye obi a waye abrufo wo kwan. Ana be ma wa ware oba ne ho ofe na oniska. When the man, you don't have money, but your wife is beautiful. You are like somebody having a farm, a corn farm,
maize farm, and
maize farm along the line. Obiafa Obi. Oh yeah, there man for veterinary.
Na enomazo.
Hey, Ribi.
Enkokore, nipare.
Uniska na oge ho fefefe na onene nam kwa ho. Obi bo be pepe wari awafro akwa eja. Obefa form na oge ko.
Chemo ade bi atumi da.
Oyiwa.
Yeah.
Oyiwa.
That time me exercise me extra. That time ye nam na metimala ho ba bi. Ye nam kwa ne eko fia. Bo ne kazi dura pepe. Nam timi am kwasi am ya me nam be.
Be no call. You who says somebody.
So that's the problem here. I think Sister Afia is not diagnosing her problem well. Her problem will be finding the standard that she's looking for, not that the men are afraid of him. Most men are logical. They know their level. They know what they want. There are men at Sister Afia's level, but they may not like Sister Afia. Not because she's not beautiful. Not because maybe it's not the kind of woman that they are looking for. But the other factors, the societal factors, like she said, tenafie ne mo nkoma wo se adwuma ba wo ko tenafie ne nye wo ya wo se no ese okoshia hwan bi na wo kosho na wo no or what that same standard or what size can obenya a figure like Sister Afia ono no enko show enko bo hwan enko ye hwan enti no obe go for such a lady enti nye so you are afraid of you, but or consider other factors that you may come with in terms of the kind of companionship that man is looking for. The same way Sister Afia will not go for certain people because of what is attached to those people. So as for the female celebrities especially, they will continue to face this problem. They have to find a way to compromise or take what will be okay for them. Most of them set standards that are far higher than the kind of men that they are looking for. And the higher your standard, the less men who will qualify for what you are looking for.
I see. Well, I think Sister Afia is listening. The last time Sammy Flex TV posted something about her on TikTok, it looks like she did not like the commentary of one of my panel members here. Maybe this time around, she'll be satisfied with the kind of comments coming through. Right, come through now.
It is just nature,
okay,
that is playing out.
Okay,
because naturally, every man would want a lady they can control, a lady who is humble. But when it becomes the case that the lady becomes much more powerful than the man, or much more exposed, then if we are sitting back, I bright Ashonkatai. If I say I like Sister Afia right now, I don't like Sister Afia for being Sister Afia, as in Sister Afia na nema me wo no. I like Sister Afia for what she's become. So I'm not in love with the person, I'm in love with the brand.
Okay.
So naturally, even for Sister Afia, you realize that in Sister Afia, no, it is not genuinely love, but then they've sexualized her.
Yeah, parry.
That's what I say. Because although I will say Nipani who true and true, no kasu. This is the person, like not Sammy Flex, but Samuel Otuobiba. That is you that the person will love.
Yeah.
But then when someone is after Sammy Flex, then it goes beyond just they've seen some fame. They've seen that you go back and forth with Shatta. So in the let me represent.
I mean, family who could you know?
Yes.
If you are that, me crowns me Shatta.
Exactly. And that is their case. So I genuinely believe, say, we are female artists, unless you are dating your colleague artist, unless you are dating your manager, unless no,
manager.
Yeah, unless you are dating your colleague artist, unless you are dating your manager.
But in her post, she was clear and emphatic on manager. I say we don't want a manager. We don't want someone who come as a manager. We want someone as a partner.
No, so that's what I'm saying. There has to be the case where the manager will combine both. Right, Sammy? Maybe any me say ofutu phobia no be boa chain no otu fuwie no santian. As I say,
yeah.
Otu fu now santian into no. Like emotionally the person is there, physically the person is there.
True.
So unless it is the artist and manager, artist producer, or artist celebrity thing, but anything that falls below, it genuinely wouldn't work unless the woman wants it to work.
Okay.
Into says if you say or pese bibisa esia, then she has to understand say she needs to give in more than any other person will give in. Understand and say the person coming into the picture wouldn't know say okay. Sometimes you would have to show flesh. The person has to understand say who show flesh, the person doesn't need to get jealous.
Yeah.
The person has to understand say there are some times where you'd go somewhere you'd have to share the same room with your manager. And it does not have to bring any issues. So I think so for whatever she wrote, she understands and know how it is.
Okay.
We can't honestly say for over 5 years being in the industry, she hasn't come into contact with any other man aside her team.
That be why.
Baby. There is a reason why Sankrofono, engineer, and she understands perfectly. I genuinely feel that sometimes you want to put up something that will generate conversation.
Okay.
And you do post here. Same way. And that is how I'll just take it. But for the true intent of the post, it will be any. Me, there is a reason here. A person, or super, but a person can't show a person that. Or can't show a person na married that.
Jay, na person already now.
But young man is and you no put out there. I walk it to be already now. And that young cast. But a name Jatanko kun or so else no better ho.
Be a baby.
Into a name Seb you won't send it to us every day. My career name brought down and number tanky.
Name Tominaso. This is $1 million.
Amount for $1 million is a pet. We taste the best.
Amount for you to cast the but I dear be another so be a use to be you now on Quawinya Saka now the name na will be a show so we are sacred but don't be a dog. So that is the truth. The truth is, yeah, if you like today, let's sisters if you are. So let me even make an example, Brother Sammy. And regardless of everything, not to chastise her and everything, there used to be this girl, that girl.
Yeah.
Sisu gidi for her, that girl, for her, that girl, for her, that girl. That time, you know, me sure say never bedding, so we be person by approach, you know. Today, based on what I've seen and what I believe, I'm sure Kimi say someone who couldn't approach the person then will approach the person now. Will approach her now and get their way with it. That's not to say she stooped solo, but level was not assessant.
Yeah.
Maybe some years ago, and be a minister be an MPB and a penny be a wooden be. Now cover person is stay fear. A best sheho. A boom. Tomorrow that person might be in opposition. The financial levels and everything might not be the same. Will Sister Afia also understand that I have to stay there? That is where she would now have to substantiate between her brand as Sister Afia
and her person
and the demands it comes with, and the person as Sister Afia and the demand that comes with.
Okay.
The demand of the brand Sista Afia, no, I believe mostly will be empathy and money and all those ones. Sista Afia as Oba or better na be man chain. What she will demand is also love.
Okay.
Love again. And any other thing celebrities in Yasesia. In this case, maybe crapa, if it's just sex, the person may be getting because of, and me, I've been in a male artist, like their profile inside, and we have fed.
Cha.
Where's Sammy? And we have fed papa.
Na ye tugum.
And you have a course or
Na ye tugum.
I said, what try application say page ma. Open say or catch eye of HR now. I have submitted what application on past 6 to 8. Also be sorry no pa. Into so manage artists we are. I have sorry in them. Be 5 echo 8. Be chance an artist na but no be view ones na. Artist na no
why here?
Artist na share good. Na me share na mo so one time me log in and come log in and cause na ye me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I get
Sista
it.
Afia for the conversation she's having there. Unim ne no kre. Ubia ansunim no kre say me nka se me pe Sista Afia da. Me nka se me pen because me penu. But me nka se me pen because me pe kra me nya.
I see.
But say the mama so a ne was say me ye no so there.
Onya
Me
kwadwo.
ye.
Exactly.
But the thing is, adibia I was say me ye no. And then unya say his car or say also pese member ye ba kokora brasa me wentua me kakra me ye
Very free.
Oh ye cheap
me
papa.
cheap papa
Cheap
nation.
Cheap nation.
Sir, lie.
for celebrities that is female celebrities no these things are very easy to come by unless we are gospel artists because these issues no
I'm
coming you see say these issues we don't
Shout out to Glorious Amma
about the gospel artists because Senia, you see how the brand we've actually portrayed this now. When you're a female artist, you need to do exposure sometimes and act some way. The same way when you're a female gospel musician, you need to act right morally and some way, and that appeals to people more for them to approach you. Most we are like also for the bidding and sabbath also. So for them it becomes a little easier than young crop way because gospel artists say nya crap no ton mo be nya so for be no atena.
Yeah.
But young crop exactly. But young crop way there e den. Nti no nkomo de nya opa na we nya no. Say be catch us say e be ma pa na Sista Afia pesisi apa na me bo na opa na say ye be kasa ne ho. I don't know.
But so what's the fair number?
I think I've had it before, but as to whether it is still the same contact she's
So
using, it's another conversation. Well, this the fear the opening in say left, say right. The amount a potpourri of it. The talk and the exposure and the opportunities nano. Ya biemu on this platform. So make a choice. Now share the media. Now earlier today I also saw a video coming from I think Angel FM where Darko Vibes is talking about a dream he had received or he had seen coming from Shatta Wale. And there are other people who think that Darko Vibes, this one Shatta catch them one your dream nkwa. And why do you want to use a dream to tell us this? Face the reality that Charlie ebia why wow and Shatta so atu for say think about yourself and take a decision. But on the say no cre or simu nyina mo say daimu and say Shatta
vision prophecy.
Well, let's go watch it. When I come back, so you can also share your views on it. Prophecies and dream. This particular one is dream coming from Darko Vibes telling us that or no they'll say and then make thanks to Shatta Wale best and die. Minim say Shatta Wale to me come on for die. Come on for die. Well, let's watch it. I'll be right back.
every year around this time, the two could try say export Ghana music to the world.
Okay.
And see, but for the past 2-3 years, Sunda I say Shatta only catch them and say too much. To mean
Also,
Sunda I can't even believe it. Sunda I say Shatta only say me too much. And see, Ghana and I mean focusing on the audience here.
Well, so that was Darko Vibes confirming that indeed the dream is the dream. Right. Start this one for me.
Well, young come I enter that, and young come so I am that.
Okay.
Just as you said, it's this industry, revenue points differs. It's just for you to understand. Say, how say na media now boarding. You might have a song, that song demands that you cash in outside more. You cash in on streams. Because in as much as the song might be very big and bringing in much numbers, you wouldn't have much shows to play down here.
Yeah.
That is the case of Molly. Molly, so sad that na Shatta Ali can't you catch that cover. So we can say young Cassia. And truly too, for how on the ATM, I be young Cassia's man because her song may have blown outside. But I say, December Mubo shows Kakana Molly bars on the crap. Audience no end chesa. So it means that you might get a hit song that is just online on way. Then there are some of us also our songs cut across.
Okay.
And the basic knowledge I've seen with this industry is most of artists, almost the artists they fall within that range. It is just on an extreme way. I won't say across. We don't get too much global bankers.
Okay.
So when I see Ghanaian artists saying, "So I'm going on tour," most of the times I believe that it is just to meet the target of their labels or just to satisfy certain requirements. But artists don't get that one. So what I would advise every Ghanaian artist is look at where you need to make your ends. Baby also is Canifiba. Darko Vibes, there was a time he needed to be very much like prevalent in Nigeria.
Okay.
Did he take the chance?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Now he needs Ghana more than he needs Nigeria. Now he needs Ghana more than he needs Nigeria. And also the fact that he needs Ghana more than he needs Nigeria doesn't mean say the promo doesn't go on. Shatta might have told himself, okay, wait. But what he's saying is, like, look at it on both sides. What are you losing? Does it make sense? Like, when you balance the sheet, does it make sense? I won't go and say just because I want to do promo internationally, so I'm wasting all my money in the Caribbeans when those in the Caribbeans don't stream my song. The music ecosystem is in such a way that it breeds on momentum. When we say, I did this crash, then you go and bring him more. So that's basically it. And this is a conversation. Or no, I can't be it makes sense, and I mean, I can't be it makes sense. But continuously, Shatta may have said it. People will say, "Oh, the approach, yeah." But he said it so many times, even on the issue of videos waka.
Yes.
So a very simple say when you approach the music in a business sense and you say it's okay, this be how my own they look like, this be what works for me. Jackie has seen what works for her. Onya show has say shows no brands ne kakra but corporate brands no. When you international streams kakra or Nigeria or radio talk kakra, it makes sense. When the show on a normal wouldn't even waste so much time going to Nigeria or could do Konofia or budget 400,000 over 400,000 over 1 million Ghana cedi abo show ho. So if in a year when the show plays like 20 shows in these areas and he takes as little as 500,000 cedis, do the comparative analysis imagine when the show going outside of this place saying Okwakoye promo, he wouldn't get. So it is just about following what works for you. And I say aside everything, one can say Shatta catcher or say a die.
Yes.
It could be say even a year die say what dapo but
neni so
le bri no kakra. Say ye ni mama o tumi hu bribi. It could be that. And I also be funny ebe bua ni wo mu. I don't believe say he has to take it hook line sinker say because it's coming from Shatta it will work for you, but the baseline of all this conversation is as an artist understand what works for you.
Okay. And also get to know what you want.
Yeah. If what you want is you want to forgo so much and receive less, that's fair to you. But in doing so, don't make it seem that those who are making sure that they build that and equilibrium where what they spend brings what they receiving are foolish.
Okay.
Because whatever it is, no, our industry, that is our main issue.
What it is, yeah.
No, if it say ejimi.
Okay.
Though it be a working out and working mammy, but person no na obey. But understanding where you want to go is the basic thing here. And I think if he's understood it now,
okay,
we need more from him. The Darko vibes of yesterday isn't the Darko vibes today.
Yeah,
he's tanked. Not that tanked on talent though, but then on releases, on activations, and he needs to activate himself like before. Then slowly he will build up. Then he will again like match up the standards of those years.
Okay, well, let me go on to Chemo as well. Darko vibes, new understanding of how to manage when to go out of town and when not to go out of town, because according to him, he got a dream. Getting this message from Shatta Wale. Yes, Chemo.
Enjoy so for the anka onya prophecy.
Why is so
now onya vision? Darko vibes. So it's of one vision and our prophecy.
Okay.
But are you musician the a dream? Okay.
Dream niketa
dream. So I think, I mean, for what if you are basing it on the Shatta aye and now the Shatta aye there, that's a perfect example to follow, or something that will work because Shatta has done it and it's working.
Okay.
The challenge is that you are not like Shatta. You are different. So it may not work the same way that Shatta's own is working.
Okay.
But one thing is clear, that I think that's why some people say that Shatta's one will work, is that the most of the content or the product that they are doing, it serves a market that the market is in front of you. You won't capture that market before you move to the next level, but you rather travel to the other side to market it from there, where you are going to face gatekeepers challenges. Wherever that you travel to, there are gatekeepers there, and those people will not just allow you to come in like that. You have to go through them, or
they'll give you the necessary work.
Good, or they don't allow you to do whatever that you are doing. Now we are in a digital world that you can use that to penetrate other places that there's no need for you to travel to. So Shatta's advice through the dream is a positive one. The reason is that a binuma to 2 coins so you can check numbers now. Yes. And sometimes it's not because your product is not good, but you are dealing with wrong gatekeepers. A big bagana had discovered you. You who are training now obi edwane say because we this can. So it's not only
just carry quantum so DM.
Odiniama bebre. Odiniama bebre. So the point is that we can even forget about our people going outside. What about those coming in? We know some people, they came in, met wrong gatekeepers. Those gatekeepers chopped their money and they couldn't penetrate, or they couldn't market their product the way that they wanted.
Yeah.
So whatever dream that Darko Vibes had, it's a good one, or it's a positive one in terms of how to promote your music in this 2026. That's it. You can't just be traveling in the name of doing promotion, whilst you can easily get to that place before even getting there. There's nothing wrong you traveling to certain places to do your promotion, but you have to cover all the basics before you move out there. And I think some of our people, they are not getting it right in that direction. It is the same thing with the way that some people do promotion on the internet.
Okay,
they pay the wrong people. Those people will give them the numbers, they will be happy, but they will not be making the impact that they are looking for. And meanwhile, they have spent a lot on promotions. Oh yeah, not the numbers. Number we are someone who are not omuraho. Oko point it out, said no, these numbers that you are having is not having the impact that you are looking for. The next thing they will tell you that I'm sad. Why are you saying that I'm not getting the impact I'm looking for?
I know, right?
Yeah. So I think it's a good advice, even if it is a dream. It is a dream that I can say that if Darko Vibes was a pastor or a prophet, they will say that God is talking to Darko Vibes. And in this case, Shatta Wale in that dream will obviously be the God talking to you about exactly what to do promotion in 2026.
Well, Roland come through as well on Darko Vibes Dreams. Shouts to Ama Preslado.
Now, now Shatta Wale is not only talking to people on the internet, but it's now penetrating into other people's dreams.
Yeah, man.
At this point today, I fear for some people that he has beef with, because the one share the next moment, so but no crabba, no digina die. Because by this time our car
confess
ebi muntie we oni unya sema ochina ubehwe no gina odaye mu ni nkontima. And I wonder what will happen to you. That is just by the way. For me, I know say when Darko Vibes eka same way, some people will just situate it on, oh, he's just talking about traveling. He is not talking about traveling. He is talking about the music business in general. You see, the music business, like Bright says, builds on momentum. And that momentum always has a base market. That is what Shatta Wale is always about. What is your base market? Which side is bringing you the income? Maximize the effort there and get what you want to get. Yeah. Because the truth of the matter is, traveling, paying money in other countries to run promotions, doing other things just to maximize your reach, the end game is the return on whatever you are investing. That is the end game.
Fact.
I'm sorry. Anopa me sorry, anadua me ti studio me troi be shows a me boa me di mechi bro ho nyinai. What is the end game? The end game is to get the return on whatever I am investing. So now it is just about you checking wherever the base your friend say return is coming from. And you see, interestingly, check it, most of the Ghanaian musicians and musicians majority of them, just as any other countries, base market base market mpanche say enkoye promotion in Nigeria. Base market say mpanche say men to kwa enko Europe enkoye promotion. No. But the thing is that just as ye feeling say a higher open market, I tell you, there are some people that also see our market as closed as a virgin, that they can't even penetrate. And oh yes, and it's a wobebia. Why? Because the moment you enter into a different market, it is like a wilderness. So what are you supposed to do? Wouldn't it be better to find the right plugs? Because when we say okay, and a black sheriff a promo in Nigeria, or now a promo in Europe, or now a promo in Asia. So you think you also need to go to these places to go and do? Forgetting say you are an indie artist.
Indie.
Or no sa promotion no no. It has been plugged. It has been paid for.
Paid.
Ya outline ya man. But one into your no okobo show Seria Sarenso no oje 500,000. Ebi also ni ne kokobo sa show now. Yemfa ne say mo age 500. One more no 500 no. Majority of say sika na itina ne ho. Because ni label na fund sa promotion no ye wo Europe no. But who so person who competing no. Instead of you making sure say you maximize a double of what you guys you are getting from here before be to no. Now who the 500 no able keep plane tickets. Who the 500 no able keep hotel. At the end of the day, even without getting your friend is saying the correct plug in poa ebetimi aboa in promoting your products there. Into be so bi betimi akobo show baby. Nanse omo show ewo Morocco. Any omo show Nigeria. Omo show Jamaica. Obi ti Chrome hase. And so obi akobo show baby o. And so nipa ko no ti Chrome hase no. Ye check streams kre fi hono mo ba. Nipa no ti Chrome hase no crash streams. Edo so chi ni awako gina wa abo show ni sisi a.
I see.
You understand? Until at the end of the day no, it is about checking your business no. Baby asikani free ba. I tell you, there are so many people omuye Ghana for omuye nyom, but they don't need the Ghanaian market.
Okay.
Omu here, and even if so so ye promotion wa ha, ye okay or ye bi keke because or ye Ghanani, and or ye ahwe say be fa.
Or trying a lot.
A typical example is Molly. Another one is Amare. It's na Amare timi be do Chrome hase. Mo treating 1212 pe o se mi mbobium no apacking in Google ngaka no ko. Oka say eye bebia ni streams any ni CK free bar. Obe packing in Google ngaka so ko.
Enko come na bed no.
Onye but Chrome hase obi wo honom aha say na ema ni sika o. Aha na eye ni base market o. But aha say ni bom no e no opete ne ho. Na bebia eno manehwe no. Ohonum bom no. She Ogami Baba o no di echi. Unfortunately, obekwa aba no na onyahwe. You see, there's so much perception that have been created in the space. I mani feel say it say then times. Oh, one found your man call radio Sunni TV so on hate it. Until some people broke the status quo. For them to know that aside this medium, there are other ones that you can also use.
Yes.
I and also be hate it.
Yeah.
You got him.
See, unfortunately, there are some people that have also created some perception. They say when to kwanya, that means unko global.
Global.
When to kwanya, that means unko global. Unko global.
International.
But yenim say, but obi muso amanfo ehu say. Well, say global no, and you nipa baako dem no, you can be here and still let your product go. Because at the end of the day, a kwan na wutu no, enya ho na wo koton, wonya asa woni. Eye wo nyom no, e na wo koton. Eye wo nyom na wo koton. So ask yourself say, ubetu kwa yakọ baabi na ofi ho na nyom na di wachi. Ene ne a wo betena ha, ne nyom na ye beti na wonya ne a wo pe no, nya hi na hu hia. So for Darko vibes there, at a point we've seen Darko vibes. I was following some of his exploits. Charlie, he was playing shows here and there, especially outside. If right now he's come to a realization, so okay, he needs to come back and strengthen the base market, which is here. Fair enough. Besides, Wetimia Yebi Wohonoma, and he has experience on whatever he got from those sides. Internet said Darko vibes they say no, okay, was in fact was so that way, and he wants to go by that Diana, then you should know that whatever Shatta has been saying, yes, it may not work for everybody, but there are so many people that sell food away.
Wow, interesting contribution from the panel members. Now, Skido King says, good evening, guys. How are you guys? Brasame, I love more money. Now, Mohammed Abdul Fattah says, God is here. Cindy Fisher's SPC says, God is here. Frederick Afia says, good evening, everyone. Now, Kwame Dede says, we are waiting for your realistic news about Shatta Wale. What is the greatest artist? Flex. Shatta, we are fully active. Yeah, Flex says, hi, everyone. I love you all. Kwesi F says, my favorite YouTubers. Yeah. Now, Stephen Ochi says, God bless you all. Frederick Apia says, Efo is talking, but he doesn't know what he's saying. He go explain tire. Connect Afro says, God is here. 4-man squad. Bright is in the house. Let the violence begin. Gideon says, what's up, fellas? Happy birthday to Bright. Many wishes, my brother. For me, it is not about fear or intimidation. It's about access. Getting a real chance to speak to a female celebrity is difficult when security keeps people at a distance and their DMs are flooded. That's the real issue that should be acknowledged. How does someone actually get the opportunity to talk to them? Kwesi says, Sammy, she will be the biggest liar to say no one asked her out. The problem is with her preference and choices. Gideon, it's not fear, it is access. People love to simplify it like, oh, you are intimidated by a female celebrity. Now, the real barrier is that regular human access doesn't exist for them. Kwesi says, with some of these ladies, they have a guy who check all their boxes. Yet will disqualify him for not having a certain size of penis. Question says, a lot of times all they bring to the table is their fame and beauty. And these days, beauty can be bought. Afia Samuel says, Chamo, your voice is down. The mic is for your use. So use it well, same as Bright. Now, Gideon says, let's be real here. Her DMs are flooded. She's doing a process of elimination based on their standards, her type, and her public image as a celebrity. Now, Gideon says she wants someone she can be proud to present, and society's perception plays a role. That alone filters out most regular guys. Because men are not afraid, though. They just discern the problem and compatibility. Every man knows which league he belongs to. A lot of them don't have the skill to separate the fame or status from the relationship. Do you think if a pastor is having sex, he brings his position to the action? Because Roland, chop Sister Afia for in head, sir. I bet you his head is resting on her pillowcases right now. Sammy, ask him.
And yeah,
Connect Afro says, hey, Bright, stop that. Kwesi says, every guy would like to chop a celebrity for bragging rights. It depends on how they start off to determine the direction or longevity. Now, Kwesi, Sammy, from the video, I could tell Portfolio did not like them positivity towards Shatta, John presenter. Like, it was Portfolio that did the interview, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Now, Platinum says, I don't think it was a dream, but just a realization. Kofi Asavo says, the king will always be the king. Senanu Potake says, Chabo, FO says streaming no the fetch, looking at the amount the platforms pay to musicians, so it is more profitable touring. Frederick Apia says, FO says there is no money in streams, so he said musicians get money only in shows and endorsement deals. Now, Jerry Bond says, I can't wait to see Roland with Sista Afia. Roland and Sista Afia all the way. Mustafa Muhammad says, that's part of showbiz. And Kachi says, showbiz and personal life. Gloria Kumi says, good evening, Brasami. Please, I want to buy Cyber 16 Pro. How can I get some to buy? Please, I'm in Kuwait and my friend will come to Ghana next month. So please tell me where we can get it. Isaac Anagbonu says, deeper than blood, king of kings. Gloria Kumi says, he is from Kumasi, please. Who is from Kumasi, your friend? Well, the phones are not officially out on the market. They are coming. So wait for them. Everybody will get one to use in no time. Now on Facebook, as usual, now Yvonne says, are you having a family issues or mental problem? Kobe Strong says, Otuna Brasami, Hey, you are fooling too much. Working with Shatta Wale doesn't mean you should throw your brain away like that. Don't let his negative influence be your lifestyle. Bulldog is even resting. How much more? When we all die, we will all rest. Now, Sherry Gallant says you be foolish, pa. Hey, Charlie. Now, what did the stream did for you? Charlie, that's Facebook. Now, Opoman Fiber is the best show ever. Chemo, my guy, he fire in a professional way, same way like you, mafia manager, and I like that guy rough. Kwaku Fide says, Shatta say if we take Land Cruiser, go swap Benz for street. Open tokwa. Well, so let's continue with the show right here on Sammy Flex TV, and again, this next topic goes straight to Bright Ashcat. Because whatever I heard EL saying, I know they would understand it and they'll be able to interpret it better. Because they also operate within that area, within that sphere of life. Label business with artists, understanding contract signing here and there. Dr. Pons has been asking EL what he thinks about artists signing record deals. Take your time, listen to the response. When we come back, let's also use the time we have here to analyze what was said. It is part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to Studio 2 to go watch this. When I come back, show continues.
Let me ask you this. Dealing with record labels, you've been through.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, my guy. Charlie, some people don't get hard to. But anyway, go on.
Dealing with the record label, Charlie. How is it like for your experience before I ask for advice?
It's savage. I wouldn't advise anybody to go and.
You're advising now.
I wouldn't advise anybody.
You know, talk about some experience before you come to the advice.
No, my personal experience. I mean, I've been in a situation. It's part of the reason why I went quiet for a while, because I was in a situation where I had to detangle myself and come out of it on the other side safely, because I realized that, Charlie, I took a big misstep by signing some things, and then down the line, it wasn't really what I thought it was gonna be. So I wouldn't advise anybody to blindly go and sign a record deal without having the proper representation, without having the proper paperwork done, without having the proper probe into what they are actually putting in front of you. It could get really, really, really sticky if you're not careful.
You got too worried at a point.
Yeah, it got, Charlie, it came to a point whereby I wasn't able to release the music that I wanted, because there were so many conflicts and clashes coming about. You see that? So be careful, Charlie. There are sharks out there who just want to trap you and exploit your music, and then just leave you out.
Well, so big shouts to Dr. Pounds. Doc, next time allow EL to flow so that the follow-up questions can also flow as well. EL wanted to drop some points, but the interjection did not allow him to drop them. But later, I was happy he remembered to bring whatever he wanted to say, where he said he wouldn't allow just anybody to sign a record deal without doing justice to it, like blindly signing a record deal. That was his advice out there. Now, I said Bright will be starting this, but now looks like artists and record labels, as a more record deals, they see, you guys are not looking good in the eyes of artists.
The most wicked people on
yes
earth.
You guys are not looking good in the eyes of artists. Recent times being Kwesi Arthur versus Grand Up Charlie.
Wicked people. So
let me start this way. One of record labels near the end there, I believe that now that record label culture, we don't see it much in Ghana. What we see is licensing deals and distribution deals and everything, and all those ones. And those are mostly the deals that these artists get. I'm not sure, say, artists, when they run these people at a loss, these people come complaining. The entire record labels are no kumha. They be artists in Kwano Mokasa. That's on the side. going by the conversation that Ia was having, you could clearly see that it was based on the choices that he had made, which from his points you could see that were wrong choices for him.
Okay.
Now, he made mention that he wouldn't advise anyone to blindly, and that is what we are projecting.
Yeah.
Blindly.
Yeah.
And it's true. No one is supposed to blindly sign to something, because no one will also blindly give you money. The truth is, brother, when we put pen and paper here, and I say I'm offering you something, I'm offering an artist a deal. The artist from the get-go thinks that he's gotten easy money. I'm bringing my hard-earned money. The artist thinks it's easy money for them. The artist not doing it there, or maybe born papa. Now I call, not thinking about how I made the money, how I'm going to break even, and even the right investments to make. Because in his last statement, he was going to a point where he was going to talk about he didn't have control over some things. But what they should understand is, whatever record deal that you are giving, once a record label sign you, that money that you are giving, it is not a grant, it is a loan. So if I give you a loan, I'm giving you the loan so that when you work around the loan, what comes out of it, we both share. And Ghanaian artists don't understand that, and that is why you give a Ghanaian artist a record deal, and the first thing they would go and buy is a car.
Charlie says
because they need to look good. They need to do this.
Step up.
But the truth is,
Branding,
when
no?
artists are produced deals, the labels are so sensible in a way that they actually divide the money and know that as an artist you need some branding. So they let you understand the money that has to go into the branding. They will tell you that, oh, we are giving you a deal of $30,000. The $30,000, we'll give you 10,000 solid money, and we'll use the other 20,000 for marketing for you. Marketing basically is what original mode baby ejuma no. 10,000 no person would akodi. So I get his point. No one is supposed to blindly sign, but we need to understand, say, as you are not going to blindly sign, the investor is also not blindly coming to the table
to give you money.
Yes. So that should be established, and it is something we've always advised people on. Find legal representation. Then you would understand, because each one of us here, Brasami, we are exploitative. Nipe bia exploitative. And at the end of the day, regardless of how kind you are, you'd always want to look out for yourself first.
True.
It is the same thinking with record labels. It is not a case of the record label being bad and the artist being good.
Yeah.
I'm privy to conversations where a label wants to give an artist crazy amount of money for an album. I want to give you that money for an album. The label is supposed to get, like, let's say 10 masters or 12 masters from the album. Because they want the 12 masters, the artist in his mind wants to go with the deal. Artist in crowd people so yeah 12 masters.
Okay.
Artist now you send their 12 masters no. Oko no ye no discount no the tuma akwa and funny. The label at the end of the day also wants to break even. They want to sell. They need a face to sell the product. How do I keep you within me, around me? Send your baby time. And there are tons are 12 masters no. Into album first, make catch us you. Let's release 10 masters. Near the 2 masters now as EP. And be so be 10 in at go now we pay. Also me we into me call into year 10 we are. Then answer now be 2 matchum. So I will stretch the 2 in such a way, say by the time we will be doing the 2, I would have recouped on the 10. Now you 2 new answer now be kwa wako. When you have a lawyer, the lawyer will explain to you, so say in it here. An artist who didn't get legal counsel and signed to that thing, would say, so no, I'm saying 10 masters. 10 masters, no. You are saying 12 masters. Yeah, 12 masters. Now they my 10. Or mama me release here. They don't want me to release. They are holding me hostage near there. That's the conversation that artists will come out with. But when you have a lawyer, the lawyer will sit with them, and all these things will come to light. So the baseline of all this conversation is you don't think of how a label is, whether good or bad, based on someone's own experience.
Yeah.
The person's experience might be different from yours. We know artists in this country who have run labels dry. We also know labels who have run artists dry. So at the end of the day, say this is what's in for me.
Obi am protecting him.
Because me say many artists na say ne. Na me say sign it. Bra Sammy artists need lose maybe I know. And me we are say me we are illegally.
Mo bat is up on some.
Yeah, me we are illegally because
Nima say.
So we lose so artists and so baby.
There's a we are bat is up on some.
We are illegally.
Baby no more kum ni say.
There was one time
businesses.
This boy 7 cases.
Yeah.
7 cases. I saw that boy from Kumasi. No, near Luma Jambo, and I'm so. What they are doing is nice, so I should help them.
Yeah, I remember.
And I brought them to Accra. I did.
He even sent me some of his things to post.
And they got a hit. Now they are not working anymore. The first time I sat with them, the first night I asked them, "Must sign a contract?" Almost said, "I'm say hello." Me jidi say oh boano. But ne. Say many boy yafa. Na don jazz ya catch boy so me man $1 million. Oni me or no don jazz ni be yejuma. Boy na nkokra me kra me di na tem. Because $1 million, me wo hon kran there, or 1 million, na me catch and show mam 100,000 woman.
Benya bibi.
And it is this say you want to come buy a change ni ho. So the reason why we signed the contract is not because we understand that we argue, but we sign it say that ya se munji sento kwaba, then we go back to it. So it's always nice, just as we've said, to find legal representation. It's not limited to just artists. I go say election na won say and I see Njoma and this one say obi am fineni and this for na efi omani na MPP for na da and election e form as but when obi am fineni we are fineni now so afi we then we come to a level ground ya fefe ye ho. That's all is needed.
Well, I think I'll go to Chemo. Chemo fully active. Wait, lame. I said lawyers now. Yeah, mama deals with Kono. Mama become no say.
He is putting it in a contest. The contest is that nobody comes to business going to lose.
Yeah, and there is no pope in business.
No, not at all. Say, person a charity worker or there, yeah, or a musician orphanage. Never say can church home. But if you want to do a record label, it means you are not ready to lose. So you do a contract that you think will favor you. The same way the artist or whoever signing the contract should also get a legal representation or legal advice that the contract that you are going to sign, this is what you stand to get. And this is what you are going to lose in a sense. Like you are not going to get everything. So are you okay with it? If the answer is yes, then you sign. If it is no, then you don't sign. And yes, I have advised some people against certain contracts because there were no legal clauses in there. There were no way to get out of. So I told the person, no, you don't even sign. And there are ones that I say, yeah, it may not be a good deal. But if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, there's a way to get out of it based on the contract. So you should know those details. Sometimes you can feel or you can say that this contract, it will not favor me, but there are certain things in it that I think I'll be okay with it. So let's do it anyway. And you have to honor that. Sometimes they know that the contract is not favorable to them. They will sign, hoping that they will blow. After they blow, they will come back and fight it. A honor artist need to cheat investors. Sometimes they know, but they know that if they make it through them, there is a way to fight back. I mean, signing a contract and knowing that your interest is captured is really, really important. And what EL is saying, that's it. I mean, you, like he said, you shouldn't go into contract signing it in a way that you don't even know what is in there.
Exactly.
And sadly, there are a lot of artists who do that. The thing is, when they are desperate and they want to the whatever goodies that you tell them, they don't care about what will happen in the future. You see, it is a risk that the artists, they are not the one taking it. So mostly they don't think about that side. They don't think about the future. If or the number banana net the ya now do zika my shit or corner baby.
Okay.
But they now realize that, hey, now there's something here for me to pretend. When it works out or when they blow, then the money is coming, and now the investor has to also enjoy. Now almost there be me contract no marry 100 and you know, for me, I think the artists most of times it is when things go well, that's where they will start crying. And they don't consider that when they are signing the contract from the beginning, and most of them don't even have a legal advisor. We have made ourselves available to some of them, and I think it will get to a point that we will even have a table for them to come and sit for us to talk. Say the be krama.
101.
Yeah, say you be advice for them to take the right decisions. So I mean, it will not end today. Some record labels may cheat you, or they are willing to take bigger part of the what they think can come out of your talent. They are willing to take a bigger part. And as an artist, you have to know this and also protect yourself. Just have a good deal. Just understand what you are signing, and after that, you will be fine.
I see. Well, you need that guy who has to understand this to watch this. So remember to recommend this video to them before they sign. It is not cast in stone like that. It's about how you manage it, and you are good to go. Yes, Ro, go ahead on this, and we'll do the very final one before we run away from here.
Whether you send it to them or not, they will still sign. They will still sign. Oh, you see, at that point where the person is desperate, there, it is just like a woman in love. It is very difficult.
Or it's just like a guy preparing for a marriage ceremony, like a wedding.
Oh, can't Jane. Jane.
And then be good and so.
I say meter.
I see.
And on that score, mostly it is very difficult to advise them on that level. I know some people. You see, we are talking about legal representation. I can also tell you that call some of these legal representatives, and they will tell you some artists that have ditched them in order to also go and sign some deals. Yeah. You see, getting a legal representation is not that difficult, but knowing the terms and conditions that come with it is also everything that has to do with it. Which is why sometimes some artists find themselves in some of these situations. There are some people that have also ditched some legal advices from even close friends. You know, the fact that the person may not be a lawyer or esquire doesn't mean that the person doesn't have knowledge to a certain point in the law to understand and interpret contract.
Yes.
Ebi wo no no anadam fo ebi a ote saa niama we ase etu ne fo se chale these clauses enye
a bit meku,
but onu neni so no nadam fo ne mpese obekoso
sad ne ho pre no
so he will ditch nadam fo no na wakosan. Then at the end of the day, it will come back to you need a lawyer. Any instances no need the lawyer.
They understood.
Instances ni bi wo honom no mu hia omne wo so mu tie asem na nipa no wo ne nchene ka che no. But omantie. And you see, EL is talking about don't sign any record deal blindly. Nobody sign any record deal blindly. Obi an sign it blindly. Whoever signs any deal at least understands portions of whatever they are signing. Into one signing it blindly, yes, in some context you would say so signing it blindly because maybe on a general one say at the ending in say, but then nobody, like Brian said, will also give you money blindly. And whilst he talked about, so there are some people who are ready to chop you one. Same way there are artists who are also in the space ready to chop investors. Obi wo honum na wo honum no. Enye nyum papa bi na opa ye o. Ne ho na teno. Obeba, oh, I need help. Oh, na boa me. He. Ube kukuru dwetre nyina de akɔhye artist we mu no. Ebedru mpo se wo friend mpo so mbe recording nyum mpo. Na dani asem.
Me ne friend asem maybe.
Ebedru se wo
see you entertainment.
Oh, see you entertainment.
All right.
Wo friend se mbe recording mpo no. Na dani asem.
And akwanto onko show no me any scam.
Me ka say investor.
See you.
Esi dan yo se wa rent, wa toka, wa see we invest even in the appearance of the person. Record keke. Adani asem. How about the ones that invest and emitting a part of the bargain? Investing everything. Artist ne sorry I say mafenya me. Mafenya me. What will you do? There is nothing you can do. You see, in that aspect, enyum we jayo. Even if you want to sell the music, you need a face to sell. You need a face to attach to the music to sell. Unfortunately for you, a partner say heaven is the goal. We jay on few. One say enyum 50 na one na record here na utu ya car. Plans na shegu. Na shegu. And then bebo trim. And all these things are part of. But when you ask the artist from the artist point there, of course they will say what will favor them. When you ask from the investor, the investors will also tell you the almost story from that point. The baseline is nobody goes into business to lose. And you, yes, as much as contracts may be mutually beneficial, I tell you, and it is not, the person is not there to favor you. The main reason why the person is there, you're known first before you. Say, no, you okay, and son of bedroom is okay, and also the any okay, and your young one side. That is the basic rule of business. Oh, what sign contract? Make sure okay. Me there wo me 40%. Me share my level of input in 40% that mean na okay. I'm cool. Who this is the person? Okay, no problem. Go. That is business. That is the basic understanding of our contract. Understanding. That is it. Nobody goes into the maker say nobody goes in to mention what they deserve. Everybody goes in for what they bargain for. Tina Bright say can oh yeah artist. Now ni be ye juma and now ye lose or burial. And yes, so real say ebia
or real
o prawo. And now on dream who na say won or do be sikano. But burial in the sense say you work for nyame, Allah go pay you. Obedi di ho obe sankwan. And ono so say oja ne ho a
also
because we've seen artists even senior record labels in poa omun crofo omunam nimpo no sika bampo na yenchempo manika krampo a ena kra senete when your record label say sika ba no ne crofo ebia ne manager ne road manager sika ba nimpo no oh there also je kakra ta free nimpo no senete
ebia or the compilation. Ebia. Ebia.
You see, no crampono senate here. Into the business say individuals in Pona artists need this say AD or more. How on your record label and no sikano so or anything. So in this situation there, for me. Obia na sika fi weni na she bie weni fe. You need to shine your eyes if you need any form of representation. And you see, let me also put this across. Then I'll end it there. Fair. People think that as upcoming artists, you need legal representation. Patch say, oh, kofa lawyer. Obibeka say, oh, me blow ye. Menye sika me dibekwa kutua lawyer ka. You don't need to pay a lawyer to get a legal representation all the time.
Yes, state attorney.
Kope lawyer downfall.
State attorney.
Kope lawyer downfall.
Masa them no nyadwen. Na den o chemo enam ho we school na akofan downfall na betua na bills. What's what I say?
No.
Kona koka business ni say what you I think how you have to put it is. Say say nempo na oni already made and already cash at the manner. Money who say okay contract that be mema o say be. Na they also sign and all this Adam for saying
see me.
We are not
free. Lawyer Adamfo. Asema make am inka free. Kope lawyer Adamfo. Na woni na Adamfo fa na yonko fa no emu nyedin. Se oni obi ayonko fa mu yedin a, you don't need even the person to work for you or to grant a service for you to treat the person right. That is where I'm heading to. Chemo eye lawyer or ye madamfo. Minim se abrabo ya mi boy. Eye de ya me hia chemo. How about chemo? Charlie ene Friday yenko didi e. Ene Friday yenko kakraba chemo. We dey credit fato the way fato credit. Do you think if ene document bi abeda menim document bi abeda
document
na me hia chemo amana hwemu a chemo will give me an invoice? Do you think chemo will give me an invoice? No. Because I have a good relationship with him. Shady Black. When he was talking about this lawyer, may her so rest in peace. Mami Yowu, yes, I call them lawyer.
Cynthia
Kweku. This woman is the legal representative for D Black, Samini, most of these top musicians. But go and ask them how much they were paying this madam or that woman. She was not charging them even on your friend saying.
I think that the D Black was talking about.
And it is because of how they were relating to her. You understand? Intino, it is say a business, and American say dipani wa down for ne juma ba. You should also be open and let the person know say, oh, where the juma. What I say? Say, oh, chemo yankwa tina ha, oh, yankwa ye say, oh, where madam for, oh, Charlie, what they go on? Oh, business need to say, ebi anusu ye bibi, you also go through for the person. Tomorrow, the person can also come in for you to save you on some of these things. Intino say one man anyesa na am for doing say legal representation quite to say kofa lawyer netuano. No, you don't need to go and employ a lawyer now when you cannot afford. Fana downfall. Now na down for fano enye tight.
Well, the very final story for the day is about Stonebwoy. I think he was at the Africa. Oh, what's the title?
Africa Development.
Africa
prosperity conversation. Yeah, thank you. And he talked about so many things. In fact, even beyond the main presentation or speech that he delivered during the conference, he also talked about the name change at our international airport, and that is for another day. But what we want to look at today is what he said at the prosperity conversation. And he said that to him, he thinks Ghana and the people in it, they have to be very, very nationalistic. Instead of insulting ourselves, instead of parliamentarians going to parliament to fight among themselves and all, that is not the way to go. That is not nationalistic. He says as individuals, we need to have that mental fortitude to protect our nation. And it starts from us. Why insult someone? Why attack someone? Think about Ghana as a whole, and instead of you being selfish and doing or fighting some things because you want to do that. Let's go listen to him, and when we come back, we are still going to break it down, do the analysis, and we will also take it from there to be our last topic for the day. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
And I'm in Ghana. The person in Ghana say all of us should have a nationalistic mentality. Let us be patriotic. I said something and said we all go to church, we all go to mosque, we all go to Hindu, but the fundamental moral fabric is the only thing that we need to build all these things on top of. I just want to cut my story short, because why would we encourage and indirectly endorse persons of such caliber on national levels. That tells you that we are normalizing insults everywhere. So please, should we actually, you see, this has been, in the 90s, I never seen a fight in parliament as a child. I'm being very, please, let me speak from ignorance, if so, you know, in Rawlins's parliament. Come and fight. There were heated arguments, but come and near your opponent and tell me, and go online and go and speak anyhow. You can't. You can't insult the president. Never can you mention the president's name in your mouth. But how many times have we not seen that in this country? And same us, rally around personalities as such. We can all make mistakes, but at this point, when you are able to carry phones and go that far, it doesn't help the nation. You can't tell me that I can turn that into positive PR. No, I've had my kids insulted for nothing. And all of those, you understand? And that's why I keep quiet. Silent samurai.
Good, thank you for
that. Because the people themselves have minds of their own. They know. You know, now they go pay PR to try to turn the thing around. When you know what you're doing, it costs money. It costs trying to sway mentality. Let's all be positive because we have a nation to defend.
Nice one. Please, thank you very much. All right, so this is what we're going to.
Well, Silent Samurai has spoken. He's broken the silence. And I think this calls for a conversation. Stonebwoy is saying something. And let's listen to what the pundits will say. Talking about people being nationalistic, people being patriotic and not insulting each and everyone here and there. Not going to sit on radio and taking your camera. You move see a month or so. Then you move chow say, this is not a nationalistic mindset. We are closing on this. Chamo, you can start this for me.
Yeah, I think Stonebwoy is having an idea that is difficult to implement, but I will still say that, well, why not? It's a positive mindset. So it's good that he's thinking like that. Okay. Just that it is a difficult task and it is impossible to achieve what he is trying to put out there.
Why? Can't human beings do right for a second?
No.
What do you mean by it is impossible to achieve?
It is impossible to get everybody to think the way that you think. So if you think that being nationalistic means don't insult anybody, they will tell you that I am nationalistic but I will insult you. And you can't do anything about it in that direction. So let's put our effort in things that we can easily achieve or we can easily make it possible. Being nationalistic for me will be that putting in place some measures that will be difficult for somebody to steal from the national coffers, like or if the person in a way find a way to beat the system, but we get a way to catch that person, then we deal with the person. That's being nationalistic. For me will be, but it's not about as for insult, there are people who insult no matter what. In fact, on our platform, somebody will come and insult Long John, but Long John is not here. But where Jimmy too, why that guy, you know, nationalistic thing, you know, will not work on such a person. I get the idea that he wants us to rally behind whatever is going on in the nation in a positive direction. So that's why I'm saying that I like the positive mindset that he's talking about, and that one, it is something that will help build a nation. It is something that will help make us grow stronger and deal with certain things that we think it is not right. He is in the right track to advise people not to insult, and I'll be with him to sing that chorus or that song. But the thing is that it will not end us well for us to focus on that. Let's do something that we think it can end well for us. It is a positive mindset if you think that it is better for us all to come together do positive things to grow the nation. But being specific in this case, insult is not the solution. I mean, telling people not to insult is not the solution. It's the same as advising people not to steal. Still, we will have thieves in our mess. Just that when we catch that thief, I say you deal with them, so that insulting, unfortunately, is not an offense.
Okay.
It's not a criminal offense. Let me put it that way. And you know, why do you want to concentrate on that? There are people like that. Obi to me I insult to my own insult to omubi. So omu insult to na ebroswa. Na say all the court ne be ya for omu court. Na court and
dealing with them.
Exactly. So being nationalistic is to have a court system that is good enough to deal with those who go wrong or who do the wrong things. That will be the best way for us to say that we are being nationalistic. We are trying to build our nation in a way that is positive. Because no matter what, we have some people in our midst who will insult because they don't have the brain to do the other side. Yes, no the answer. What can be no as we do at Tembi.
Just for fire.
Just for yeah. And no. And the binimu sope. And you know, I think he was citing an example of what is going on Twitter. And the other side too, the black and white app too, it is there. One more your money or TikTok or so. And you know, it's everywhere that human beings are. Just that you put in place measures to control those things or to punish those that will go against the law. You can't stop it. So for me, the positive that I want to take from what he said, or where I agree with him, is the fact that he has a positive mindset and he is talking in a way that will grow the nation. Just that I don't like his approach of us growing the nation. That's it.
I see. Well, Ro, come through. We are wrapping up for the day.
Well, what he's saying, to some extent, yes, I also agree with him. I mean, but definitely everybody will have their own definition for being nationalistic in that order. So to him, being nationalistic means that you don't have to insult. That is why he would say we should not endorse some of these people on especially then platforms, to give them some form of prominence for them to also do more or even encourage others to join. I agree, but unfortunately, any open will be so like any will be an bit used to approach. No,
okay,
that is the unfortunate situation in this whole conversation. You see, since we are practicing democracy, some people also think that being nationalistic means you should also insult people. Because they will tell you that, Charlie, we've kept quiet for God knows how long. We did not insult them for God knows how long. And whatever we want, their episode
nothing they happen.
But they can also cite you instances whereby the people have woken up, the people have given certain attitude that I may not consider nationalistic, but have given results. As a typical example is demonstration. For me, I have never endorsed demonstration in any form.
Okay.
Said maybe join a man for grow. Like, to me, if you ask me, that will also be my definition of not being nationalistic. Because I've seen instances whereby people have gone for demonstration and it has turned chaotic.
I know, right?
Destroying
It has
properties.
ended badly for some people, including the state.
Fact.
But somebody will also tell you going on demonstration means being nationalistic. In that sense, Obisibeka Church said we need to stand up and fight for our rights. Go and tell this to your friend and say, Stonebwoy. Pray or near I should speed war. Kwame Nkrumah Mizuliomi, freedom fighter,
Oliver,
Raf, the fellow Ghanaian.
The fellow Ghanaian.
Go and tell this to him. Go and tell this to him. See, I saw a video of Onone Bastard Boys guy, leader, in a banter, because the boy had a different approach to how to be nationalistic, and he also had a different approach with radicality. And you see, everybody has their own direction.
Yes.
And Obia Philly said, this is what is going to get me the result. And when you ask them to bring proof as to why they chose these directions, they all can give you instances whereby their approach have given results.
Yeah.
And you be an ebetimi akwa the Anas way. But Anas can also tell you that most of his approach has also given results. Intino, if you have this definition of being nationalistic, fair enough. There are some people that will agree with you, say, okay, we don't conform to insult. We feel that is not what will bring us the result. But if you go and tell Oketeche FIFA, if you go and tell Kevin Taylor, he will also not agree with you. He will tell you sometimes some of these people needs to be insulted. Oh yes. Even Kennedy Japan, who was even standing for president, will share the same idea. So for Stonebwoy, yes, he is spoken. Yes, that even in his submission, some of the things that he said, were not factual. With the parliamentarian talking about, yes, God, he did not grow up to hear parliamentarians insult each other. And you don't hear radio. Because those things existed. The only difference is the online that is attached to whatever is going on now. Intina ebia ohunu bebre no, but now
it is in your hands.
It has always been there. Oka and Rollins time, you dare not. Who told you people did not insult Rollins? They insulted him and faced whatever consequences there is to face. Just as today, there are people who speak against government and they face consequences. And the same thing. The only difference is internet and how people approach things now. She insists on you. It did the attempt that cost 1958 and no one cost if not, and can chroma can faku etuno.
And going to change to move.
Yes, and a hole in chroma. And he wouldn't even do that. But do you know how so on chroma say even in Africa as a whole self? But this is their approach and chroma some people also saw it not to be nationalistic. And that is the interesting thing about democracy. Or Kebima min Kebi. Unfortunately, this may be your approach, but it may not be somebody's approach. Let's hope and pray. Say approach na obiya befano. Ebe ya dia ebe bua majority. Because the truth of the matter is, sometimes when you keep quiet, ebe bua nkrofo kuo bi pe. Sometimes too, when you go the radical way, so let's be accommodative and understand sometimes why people do certain things and hope and pray say whenever they take those approach, it will be one that will benefit the majority. Because but it will be one that will benefit the majority. That is what we should pray for. That is what I believe say easily achievable. But say ye mo bia no say mo bia ni atem. E no mba say di atem here. But ye mo bia no say mo bia ni atem there. Unfortunately, enya ensi da entimi nsi because obi no e di atem no dey achieving the result. And at the end of the day, a result na ye hwehwe. Since na allow you saga ye go na ye fefe. It is obi twa no ahego no age cap na ko.
Okay. Right, close the show for today.
Okay. Razami, I very much side with Stonebwoy on the conversation that we need to be very nationalistic.
True.
As a people.
True.
Being nationalistic means that at every point in time, the greater goal should be what the country as Ghana, how we picture it and how we portray it.
Okay.
So I'm very much siding with him. However, there is this case in this country where the values that people have, it seems rented.
Explain.
So they rent their values only when they are coming into the public domain. When they are in private, they don't have those values. But you can't actually be in a church where you preach water, then you go and take wine for the communion. You get it? Whatever you lead, whatever conversation you lead, if your leg leads this action, your mouth should follow. If you are saying, okay, yeah, I also
signboard.
You see, in this country, we've had very, very much like some very good moments that we could have portrayed a nationalistic approach to it. The very best one I can make reference to was Sarkodie when he went for the BET Hip Hop Awards, and his nationalistic approach actually coincidentally also met with the year of return and everything. That speech that he gave,
I remember,
it drove PR, and now we saw people wanting to come to Ghana. So that's why I don't understand why people are behaving like, you see, when you have a clock, it doesn't work, but when you a clock, take it back. Like, people don't have morals, they don't have values and everything, but when they come into the public domain, then they would portray it like, say, this is how I live. Meanwhile, that's not you. Why do I say, aside that Sarkodie movement, another nationalistic movement that we should have used was Shatta and Beyonce. Regardless of everything around it, we could have used it to portray how we wanted the country to look.
Okay.
How did we mar it? We marred it by Stonebwoy at a point subliminally asking that it would have been bigger if there was a video, even when he wasn't privy to the video. He lacked that moral. Even for what he preached, that we shouldn't mar movement, we shouldn't insult, we shouldn't be there. On the, was it the 20th edition of the TGMAs? Something that should have been a nationalistic event. Who pulled the gun? So,
Stonebwoy,
we can't always want to look like, say, in the midst of individuals, we are the sensible ones. And that is our issue here. Everybody is playing hypocrite when we know the issues. No one is mad to go on a decent rant where they will just wake up one day and insult everybody. Something instigates, and once you instigate, there is a reaction. Even in parliament, what breeds those they are back and forth? This one wants this person wants that. So if we really say we want to be nationalistic, and that is the truth, see, no one can lie that Stonebwoy hasn't been nationalistic with his travels around the world. Just by being on many platforms, and he sells Ghana,
waving Ghana flags and all.
He sells the country. That is his way of being nationalistic to the country. Sarkodie has had his way, Shatta has his ways. Now, we should understand, say, your ways may not be someone's ways. So if we truly want to be nationalistic, we don't grant interviews wanting to portray people as the bad ones. We rather portray the positives. That is someone who wants to be nationalistic. Because in the grand scheme of things, being nationalistic is like an Independence Day thing happens. Everything goes on well. But maybe because someone was crossing a camera, Stonebwoy kicks the person. Then we say, oh, we will forgo all the good things about the independence thing. Then we will talk about just Stonebwoy because he did a bad. Then we mar that nationalistic approach. So in as much as I understand that we need to be nationalistic in nature, there are moments where the preacher hasn't gone by the rules. And if you, the preacher, you are not going by the rules, what motivates me to go by it? So if we would go for it, then we would all have to play by that rule. The whole of last year, the artist Stonebwoy went on interviews here and there, insulting, casting aspersions, and even on online, calling an artist a fool. If that artist at that point was focused on his nationalistic approach and wanted to portray Ghana, and aside didn't give you credence or didn't give you attention, nothing stops him that today, when you are also on your path where you want to be nationalistic, they will also go back to your fully. we are not intertwined so that you fully will control mine fully. Untumi ka say na wu jimi ntimi nso mi njimi. But when we are there, no, that's when someone's own. So if we all would want to come, and honestly, we all know the problems. It's not like we don't know. We all know the problems, and we are all part of the problems. SM, Beam, Stonebwoy, Shatta, everyone is part of the problem.
And even political figures.
And political figures, everyone. Like Obian himself. But who said MPP and NDC don't know that they are the ones doing Ghana the way we are?
They are doing that.
Oh yeah. By the end of the day, they are in charge. Each of them know. Omunyana himself, say man, you know. It's the same way that these artists, and I'm talking about artists because he went there in the
capacity
in the capacity as an artist. So I would want to believe that whatever he said is based on our industry. We also know that Stonebwoy as an artist, he does actions that gives his fans the capacity and ability to man nationalistic movements in this country. And we also know that Shatta as an artist also does same. It's not a one-way route. And yeah, one way. We there now we there ba. Into we just say wo car ba between me fa me can do achi. There's no kind, there's no me kind. But if we all would say we want to be nationalistic there, then we just have to find common ground and understand, say, yeah, we will do it, but when there is that national goal for something to be achieved, then we stop. So in that case, when Shatta had a Beyonce, you wouldn't go question and say, oh, it would have been better if there was a video.
Curtain Razor.
When Shatta was going to see Vibes Cartel, you wouldn't have said, say, he's going to be a curtain raiser. In that way, when Davido invites you on his show, an SM fan wouldn't come and say, oh, yeah, curtain raiser. In that way, when you go and you feature Kerry Hilson, who Beyonce is 10 times the artist that she's ever been, then no one will come downplaying it. That is we being nationalistic. That is when, even though Kerry Hilson might not be on the standards of Beyonce, then I would say, hey, Shatta ye Beyonce, Stonebwoy de Kerry Hilson abe count, Sarkodie ye Esud. That is Ghana. That's what we are going by. But when this one tries to downplay it, then we will continuously be predating on each other. So the nationalistic approach that you are talking about will be lost on us all. So I'm just saying, like, our ethics shouldn't be seasonal. I say in you, and talk, no, we like at a point, if he really means what he's saying, also mama in you and son of them are speed in Ibino. Then everyone will be in line. Everyone will be in line. Aside that, whatever everybody would say, it is for their own personal benefit. No one in this country has any nationalistic motive.
Support your own.
Not one of us.
Okay, I think it gives us the opportunity to read the final set of messages before we run away from here. Remember, this is Showbiz Daily, and some of your messages are Gloria Kumi says, good evening, Bra Sammy. Please, I want to buy. Oh no, I think I read this earlier. Okay, I still on Gloria Kumi. It says, I really love the song Shatta dropped this morning. Settings, it is so good. Keep the fire burning. Shatta SM for life is for life. Skido King says, Shatta Wale bought a new Lamborghini. Brasame Shadow Valley bought a new Lamborghini. Priesthood says, good evening, Brasame. Please, I would like to talk with Bright Ashkat after the show. Kindly connect me with him. Bright, please share your number with the production team so they can put it on the screen for Priesthood, who would want to talk to you. Maybe he wants to give you some money. So please, director, put Bright's number on the screen for Priesthood to talk to him. Kwame SM says, Salimana Kweteshi 10,000 gonna mintias yet. Now Dorat Kwame says, last mid is a hypocrite. Kwesia FSS, this guy is the biggest hypocrite. Now Senanu Potake. So Asemo Brasami, was he listening to himself whilst talking? Some person who went insulting Shatta on radio. Was he drunk by then? Hypocrisy pioneer. Kwesi FS says he's full of SHIT. What's that? Now Kwesi FS says yes. After those tracks, his brain has been reset. He intentionally started like he was talking politics. Then he takes a shot. Funny guy. He didn't take a shot. Yeah. Prince said Stonebwoy is still living in the Stone Age. He is lost touch today's industry. I think at this point, Shatta should forget this guy and let's do a Shatta movement. God is here. Kwesi F says, yeah, call people gay and it's not solution. Very French. I mean, now Kwesi F says, Chebo, he is just talking positive, but his mind is not positive like that. A big hypocrite is what he is. Kwesi F, who pulled a gun? Who said Anobagba, who fraud and certain man. This guy's a hypocrite, but I really think education has gotten him worse. Felix Abebio says his silent samurai was full of insults directed to Shatta Wale. So why all these double standards behavior? Now Kwesi F says Roland Stonebwoy has never spoken facts. Kwesi F says if he is a patriot as he is claiming, why is he always saying I am the first this, I am the first that? Masa also can be. Oh, person can be. Kwesi F, give him the next 3 months and see if he lives up to these values and standards. Who point whose manager in public? Hey, exactly right. Maybe his dreads are pulling on his brain. Chemo, Mr. Logic Dawasi. Kwame SME saying Chemo, Mr. Logic Dawasi. Gideon says he's a hypocrite. That's why I don't take nothing he says serious. Kwesi F says we are nationalistic by creating Shagzi. We played President's Cup free of charge. Do you want more? Kofi Aya deleted his message. Kwesi F says our calls as donkeys. My guy, okay, Kofi Aya says, my guy, they talk sense. Kwesi Aya says, Stone is Baumia of the music industry. Big liar. Felix Abebio says, well explained, right? I like your boldness. Chemo and Roland didn't want to fire and was slow on Stonebwoy. What is fire? Kwesi Aya says, who insulted his own godfather? Stone insulted Samini. Boga Bobo TV says, I wish you all a nice week. I'm enjoying certain song for Benin Nation. Okay, I know what this man is talking about. Well, let me see what is happening on Facebook, whether they are still fighting or they have something new to share with us at the moment. Hodi and Tokana I portray hostels. Well, let's see what is happening here and see if something meaningful. Hey. Munjan tokoi. Am I in cancel cracker?
Oh, my channel so dear.
Oh, how my trouble. Be so crippled. Dabi, Sunday man, the Anamimpe. Cancel. We say YouTube for now, me a cancel. Almost 2 points is not all right, though. But almost come as him. But Facebook, when they say, who dear mocha. I say adapa
almost started obi kasem na so bo nkwasefo no be remu ana afi the direction asesa
sada started so omo timi starting komo no
obi timi ba be ma fans no bi aba de na wo ma ne fans
na go ba go so onye den
ye be you ma metwa ba
oh Charlie mama nyesa. Well, Director, where is the number for right Fatos Nayenko? I think he say time maso. Well, I can still give you some shouts. Kreku Fide is online. Lampard Friday Change is also online. I'm talking about Facebook though. Now Dave's Eagles is also here. Young Range James Don is also here. Opana. Oh no, Opoman Vibration is here as well. Okaina, School Madam is also here. Auntie Benedicta is also here. Now, Alasan Asha says, Efo will die in pains. Yes, Mamo Nyanisa. And also, Monte. And Monte. Well, that is how we end today's edition of Showbiz Daily. Let me say thanks to the people here. Roland Amate from Shagzi Shatta Movement Empire Roland Report. Also, thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon, Inti Dosu Legal Solutions. Eba and Timoncha Inti Dosu Legal Solutions is coming. And also Sammy Flex TV, our online manager. Bright Ashkat, the music executive. Today is his birthday. So those who have taken his number, send him Momo.
Take it slowly.
Take it slowly. My friend and I'm sending the Momo now. Bibi and you're fine. To the producers, SMD
version.
Fio.
Yes, you post bright picture or snap and I gave you, but hey, you also know him. Hey, you also know him. Hey, you also know him.
And what does it mean? What does it mean?
Why real Mina?
Oh,
why real?
And cameo.
Right on person.
Oh, Sadia me pay.
I think the number online is wrong.
Eh?
Yeah.
No. We're here for WhatsApp, no.
No.
0272.
I feel no match correct number. First man Troni
272.
Still, and yet right.
4 year
233.
Send how much share into.
027 233 0144.
3 year 4 years.
Send them ka 7
3 year 6 4
Okay.
10.
And yeah.
9.
Until then, tomorrow, same time, Showbiz Daily, but more content here on Sammy Flex TV as well. Subscribe to us, drop more comments. Let's meet again when we meet. My name is Sammy Flex. I see you when I see you. And let me also say shouts to Shatta Wale for making Sammy Flex TV part of his favorite YouTubers or favorite YouTube channels as well. Of course, in his song, my favorite YouTubers, Sammy Flex TV was also mentioned, and we want to use this opportunity to also appreciate him and to say thank you to him for not leaving us out in his favorite channels. We appreciate him and we pray that he continues to watch us forever and ever. My name is Sammy Flex. I see you when I see you. We out.
Bye. What's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotway Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hot Wave. I come show you how the phone they look like, and I tell you this will not be just any phone. You understand me? It come with